Hi, my name is Bryce, and this is my audience. Ted, this cameraman, Allie, Beth, Shelby, and Fern. Today I'm going to be showing you how to clean shoes. Shoes is an interest of mine if y'all watched the video about myself. I have like over 40 pair of basketball shoes, and I've worn all of them except one. So they do get dirty over time, but since I rotate through them, they don't get super dirty. But I will show you how to clean a shoe. The first thing, I'm going to start with the sole of the shoe. What I usually do is run it under warm water, or get a bowl of water, and a toothbrush. And all you're going to do is get the toothbrush and clean it off, just like you're scrubbing your teeth. And this might take a bit of effort if it's quite dirty like this. But all you're going to do is scrub the shoe till the dirt comes off, the mud, whatever you have on here. If there is gum or rocks or something in the shoe that you can't get from this method, what I do is I take a toothpick and I just pick out whatever rocks are in there or any other material that won't come out, cleaning it with the toothbrush.
Do you have any detergent in there or anything?
Nope, this is just warm water warm water in a bowl, and just scrub the shoe, and that's all you need. And usually, since it's under running water, it'll run off all the extra stuff you get, but a bowl of water works as well if you don't have that. The next thing on a shoe that you clean is, what I'm going to clean is the plastic part, the rubber part, whatever it is. All you need for this is an eraser. I just get an eraser and scrub it until the dirt comes off, like you can see from where I've erased to where I haven't. It really does make a difference. You just scrub it off, scrub most of the marks off, and that'll get almost all of it off of the plastic part. And like if you have rubber or whatever you have on your shoe that's not a suede, a leather kind of material like that, that's how you would
That's just a
clean that.
pencil eraser,
It's
Walmart?
just, yep, just a regular block eraser you can get from Walmart. Erase pencil with it, same thing.
So what if there was gum on the shoe? What's the best way to get that off?
Well, if there's gum on the shoe, scrub it. If that doesn't come off, toothpick. But usually, like when I've had gum on my shoes before, I get Goof Off or Gooby Gone, and get it a little bit on a towel because you don't want to get too much. And just scrub it right on that mark, and then get the toothbrush, go over it, get the toothpick, kind of repeat those 3 steps until it comes off. But Gooby Gone works really well for gum on a shoe. So, once you're done cleaning those 2 parts of the shoe, you clean the other part. On this shoe I have suede and nubuck, and for that I have this cleaner. This shoe I brought because it's leather, and I'm going to show you all how to clean that as well. For this, I just have suede nubuck. It's called the Ultimate Cleaner. I got this at Foot Locker in the mall. I've noticed they've had it at Hibbett's. I'm sure you can get it at Walmart. This is just a generic brand, but any kind of this works. What you're going to do is kind of like shaving cream. You'll spray it on a rag, and it'll kind of foam up. Well, if it's standing upright. There we go. And you're going to want that foam to kind of sit in the rag. And then you scrub areas wherever you can see a mark that needs it. And it'll look a little wet, but that's alright. It's just working its job. So you can either do that with a rag, or if for more intense areas, you can get more, obviously, of this cleaner. Spray it on thickly and kind of dab it on the shoe, and there will be foam, but then you can get a scrub brush like this and scrub it real hard, and it will actually scrub that right into the shoe, and it won't scratch it. I don't suggest with this kind of brush cleaning suede or nubuck just straight up, but if you have this cleaner on it, it will actually help get the dirt, crease, whatever you have
That
on the
won't
shoe.
leave any circles.
Nope, not if you have it along with this. I wouldn't do it just with the brush, but if you have a cleaner on it as well, it just works the cleaner into the material, and that works really well for that. For leather,
So hold on, do you clean the whole thing even if there's not spots on it? Do you go ahead and clean it?
It won't.
When you're cleaning your shoes, you're like, okay, today I'm cleaning this pair of shoes.
Yeah, usually when I go to clean a whole pair of shoes, I will clean all of almost all of the
Area.
the whole shoe, because it won't, like, as you can see right now, you can tell a difference from where I've cleaned to where I haven't, but that's because it's still wet.
Okay.
You won't be able to tell after it dries, unless the shoe is super dirty. But I usually will clean both shoes of the set at once, just so that they look the same.
Will it take the color off?
No, it won't take the color off, except on leather. It could, if it's like a painted leather and you scrub too hard and the leather's old or it's poor quality leather, it can take off the color off of it if you're not careful. So for a leather shoe, how I clean it is I take a magic eraser, like Mr. Clean's magic eraser. This is just the
That's
Walmart.
where my magic eraser went.
This is where it is. This is just the generic brand. So again, all you do is have to dip this in water and just scrub the area where the dirt is. See how quickly that came off?
So you do your sole
That's
the
all
same.
you gotta do.
You do the
You
sole.
can use
the bottom of the
this.
shoe, the same.
Well, again, I would use the toothbrush method for the sole of the shoe. This would work on the bottom of the shoe. It's just you're walking on it, so a
Okay.
toothbrush getting everything off.
Under the
It's not as serious, but yeah, it will work for the bottom of the shoe. But this works real good for. Also, this will work for the rubber parts. Just take it and scrub it, and it'll usually come off. But like I said, with this, you don't want to scrub leather too hard as well, because it might take off.
So
the paint
you
or
said
whatever's
painted
on
leather? You're saying, so that's painted leather
Yeah,
because it's white?
exactly.
It's
So
not
like
brown
A
or-
boot or something
Yeah, okay.
would. Also, this new butt cleaner works for leather as well, if you want. I just prefer this way because I think it's better for the shoe. After this, obviously these are basketball shoes. I wear them every day. I sweat in them, so my feet stink. I'm gonna grab my odor eliminator, and again, I got this from, let's see, I got this from Foot Locker too. And you're gonna take the shoe and open it up where you can get all of it and spray all the way to the toe, kind of just get all the lining of the inside of the shoe. Not where it's wet, but you know, where it's a little bit damp. And you want to let that sit after you do that for 2 to 3 hours outside in the sunlight preferably. If not, you can do it at the bottom of a refrigerator because the air flowing through that will help the shoe dry out. And then
Does that have a scent?
it does, this one has a mint scent, so it does, not only does it take the odor away, it also
You don't wanna
kind
smell it, it'll give you a
of helps
headache.
your shoe smell a little better. But
It's
I
better
like-
Better than
for the-
BS.
better than, yeah, foot odor.
Would that help your brother's football cleats?
Yep. It'll help it a lot. It'll
Oh.
take away the smell of it.
You
You
should
can keep
get
it
some
if you
of those.
want.
Oh, no, I don't want to take
Well,
those.
for now. Anyway, so before you let that sit, what I do is I also spray this waterproofer, which is the same brand as this. And what that does, you can spray this on leather, you can spray it on nubuck or suede, you can spray it on cowboy boots, you can spray it on whatever you want. And again, I'll show you. You just spray a light.
Jumping. I got plastic baby. So that you do spray directly on, because this you put
Right.
on something to clean,
Right.
but that you spray directly.
So with this, you're just gonna spray lightly all over it, and it'll look like it's wet again, but it's not. You just want to get a thin layer, and you want to make sure to do this over the whole shoe, and you want to make sure the shoe's clean, because if it's not clean, it'll just get on the dirt and not get that part.
So you would do that to a new pair of shoes?
You can, yes ma'am, yeah, this would work on a new pair of shoes, and basically it kind of makes it water resistant, you know. Say you spill, water on it, it'll kind of roll off of it,
You've got-
ketchup, it'll help a little bit. Obviously you don't want to step in a pile of mud. But once you spray this, you're going to let it sit as well, so I suggest to do these two things last, because after those you got to let it set for a few hours before you can wear the shoe again. And, also, one other thing that I don't have, if you do happen to step in mud and get super dirty, the shoe's just like, I can't even wear this, it's so dirty. There's a product called Crep Project, CREP Project, and you can look them up online. And basically it's going to be like, you're going to mix it with a bowl of water, get this kind of scrub brush and dip it and just wipe it over the whole shoe. Your whole shoe will be sudsy and soapy and everything. But that's fine, this product's made specifically for shoes and to do that with. So you just clean them all off, and then you kind of get a wet rag and clean off the rest of the foam and everything that it had, and let it dry, and that'll be good to go. I don't have any of that just because I like to keep my shoes clean, don't like to step in any mud, you know. I don't usually let them get to that point. But if that is, you can use that, and I recommend that product. It's good. Friends have used it, and I like it. So, any other questions?